You're all I've got. You're all I want. You're all I've got. You're all I want. Back in the day, complications never wore my patience. I was always ready to play. Why face the day in the sunshine in LA? We hit the beach and rode the waves. I lost my balance, I was faded. I was trapped and wrapped up in a scene that was never really me. Plastic lights and starry eyes, and all the freaks were left outside. So I'd look in and wonder why. Where was mine? I couldn't find it. But you're all I've got. You're all I want. Some days it just feels like this will never be enough. Most days it just feels like a struggle to catch up. And I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a wonderful mess. Time to walk away, trade my sunshine in for rain. Same old ways in a different place, but something's changing. I wanted answers and direction. What I got was second guessing, hesitation, no sensation, just more questions. Nothing to blame for being stuck inside this frame of mind. If I can find my way, who I am, what I want, where I'm going, where I was, it's not up to you. I wish there was something you could do, but you're not me, so you can be my answers, because you're all I've got. And you're all I want. Some days it just feels like this will never be enough. Most days it just feels like I've struggled to catch up. But I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a wonderful mess. You're all I've got. You're all I want. You're all I've got. I just wanna change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't wanna hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. It's about you. I will never be alone again. I'm immune to the things they said. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant truth. I know that you will understand, because I finally found myself. My heart's unbreaking. You're radiant. You're radiant. What up? Yo, here we go. Do you need anything? How we doing Saturday night? Dude, what a fucking crazy day. Do you need anything like I need you? Let's go for try time! Dude, there's your answer.
You better save yourself or else. Success! Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Ho. Do you need anything like I need you? No, I do. Yo, yo. Here we go! A denial. Yo, 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 yo. Dude, somebody asked, first concert I ever went to was Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. And I was like first grade, somewhere around there, first grade, I think. That was the first concert I ever went to. I did see a lot of like country music concerts. Then the first concert I ever went to that I paid for tickets to, where like it was a concert I wanted to go to and I got my own tickets to, was Quiet Riot and Black Sabbath in 9th grade. I was in Milwaukee. And what I did was I got a ticket for myself and for my sister and for her boyfriend. And I paid for her boyfriend's ticket in exchange for him driving. I bought their tickets. And then he had to drive and they had to buy me a t-shirt. And so that was 9th grade, Quiet Riot and Black Sabbath. Dude, that was old school. And then, yeah, that was like 1983, I think, somewhere around there, right? And then I saw a couple in high school too. I did go see Oingo Boingo in high school in like 10th grade. And then I went on a blitz of concerts that I saw like later on in high school. I saw the Cult and the Divinals, Depeche Mode, New Order, just like a whole bunch of shit after that. Yeah, Oingo Boingo, that shit was pretty good. That was at the Forum. That was a good Kiss. Yeah, see, I didn't get to see Kiss until later. I tried to go see Kiss. They were playing at the Forum on the Kiss Alive tour, Kiss Alive 2 tour, which was not far from where we lived in LA. And I tried to get my dad to take me, but he wouldn't do it. But since then, I have seen Kiss like 4 times. I saw Kiss at Dodger Stadium with Kiss and the Smashing Pumpkins, the 3D show, their big world tour back in the late 90s. And then I saw Kiss at Clark County Amphitheater with Jenny, my kid. We all painted our faces. And I did see Ace Frehley too at like the Coach House or somewhere. It was the Strand. That's where I saw Ace Frehley. Was not the Coach House. I saw him at the Strand in Redondo. Right? Dude, that's where it was. The Strand Ballroom. Dude, that's what it was. I thought it was the Coach House, but I saw him at the Strand in Redondo Beach. It was like a tiny fucking club. Dude, let's go. Dude, Jake, let's go. Yeah, I remember at the Strand, That's like a small venue, holds like, I don't know, 500 people or something like that. And I saw 𝗚cie 𝗏𝗏 there. We were like right up next to the fucking stage, dude. Dude, it was amazing. It was incredible, right? I've seen a lot of shows. I mean, I was really lucky to be alive at a good time for concerts, because I got to see the first couple of Lollapaloozas, right? The original Lollapaloozas, before they got like super commercial, the ones with Ice-T and Body Count and all that shit. And living in LA, man, in the 90s, like we saw all the rock and roll. Oh shit, Randy Rhoads, Ozzy, let's go. Dead Milkman, all right, let's go. Dude, yeah, the only band, can I tell you, the only band I did not see, guys, like literally the only 90s band that I didn't get to see live was Nirvana. Believe it or not. I had tickets to the Nirvana show with, like, I think it was Nirvana and 𝗏𝗏𝗽𝗏𝗄𝗃. It was also at the Forum. And I had tickets, and I was going with my friends, but at the time I was a bit of a drug addict, and I had been on a bender for like several days, and I just told my friend to sell my ticket. And so that was the one band that I never got to see was Nirvana, right? It's pretty crazy. I feel like I saw just about every other 90s band in some way, shape, or form, but I never got to see Nirvana, right? Yeah, isn't that wild? I mean, who knew he was going to die? You know what I'm saying? Lilith Fair was a vibe? I bet it was. Yeah. Dude, I did not see Nirvana. But I saw Alice in Chains multiple times, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, you know, the Meat Puppets, like pretty much all of Seattle. Obviously, I didn't get to see Mother Love Bone. He died right after the record came out, so I didn't get to see Mother Love Bone. But I saw, you know, pretty much all of the Seattle. I've seen PJ Harvey. She was really good. I got to see L7 and, you know, fucking, what's the Cannonball fucking, what is that song? Cannonball. What are they called? Fucking, dude. Why, the Breeders. Yes, I saw the Breeders. Dude. I don't know why I was having trouble remembering the Breeders. Right? Dude. Kim Deal, let's go. Yeah, PJ Harvey's good live show. Right? They did. So the feds did serve subpoenas to Hasan and also to someone from Code Pink. Right? Dude, Lady B, let's go. First month in a long time. Let's go. Thank you, boss. But, dude, all right. So, yeah, let's look at today. Because, guys, I feel like today is just strange. Okay? Again, we made a video yesterday. Okay, we watched the Good Liars go to the Rededicate 250 and talk to all those Christians. Remember the people who were saying, oh, it's the end times, a Sunday law is coming, 2 Chronicles. They're all like convinced that the end of the world is here and Trump was sent by God and all this shit. This shooter has had mental health issues thinking he was Jesus, okay? This shooter has apparently been trying to get on the White House grounds for several years and been having just insane delusions, thinking he was Jesus Christ. So I feel like, if anything, this shooting is just really starting to amplify the mental illness going on with these, like, I don't know, late stage Christians. Isn't that crazy? I mean, this shit is fucked up. Let's go look at some of this stuff. Okay. We're going to look at the Hasan thing too, but we're going to start obviously with the shooting. Dude, it's not even in the fucking today's news yet. Okay. So first off, here's the guy. Okay, we're gonna fucking go and look at this shit. All right, now, again, Trump is going on about the ballroom. See, you know what's weird about this, guys? Listen to me. Again, I'm not a conspiracy guy, okay? Although somebody was in my YouTube comments, okay? Somebody was in my YouTube comments today. They watched the mask video and they were like saying, you're a QAnon weirdo. That is a shadow. I'm telling you right now, that neck thing on that Robert Harward, that Fox News, that was not a shadow. Okay, that was a mask or some kind of bizarre filter, and then they denied it. But guys, Fox News got a $787 million settlement for lying about Dominion voting machines. So why wouldn't they lie about this guy wearing a mask or whatever their deal is? I think it was a mask. Yes, it didn't look like him, but Fox News is not a trustworthy news outlet. Okay. Now, when somebody said right now about MK Ultra, I could not help but think about Tim Burchett. Okay. Remember Tim Burchett and Joe Rogan? Remember when Tim Burchett went on Joe Rogan and he did this shit? Where is it? Right here. Where was it? Tim Burchett was on Joe Rogan and said this crazy shit, dude. Right here.
At least assume you're assuming he was trying to kill the president.
And the guy's been programmed to do this. He immediately turns, from one way to the other, overnight almost. And we're seeing this more and more. I think.
What do you mean the guy's been programmed?
I think these people are.
You mean like MK Ultra type programming?
100%.
Really?
I think so.
At least assume.
Okay, so remember that clip? I made a video about that because you're like, wow, Tim Burchett is fucking bonkers. But what I was thinking about today, guys, is what if it's not really like MK Ultra, programming, whatever, ooh, look into the thing. But what if they like took this guy, okay? This guy has been trying to get into the White House for like a year and a half. And he has had delusions, thinking he was Jesus and shit. What if they just pulled him in and said, you are Jesus. You're actually right. You're not crazy. You are Jesus. And today we have a special mission for you. We're going to deliver you, drop you off in the street. We need you to go up to that guard shack and shoot your way in, and we will have your back. Right? I mean, dude, I don't know. I know that sounds crazy, but guys, this is happening like every fucking day, bro. Okay? They were just saying shit about Ivanka, right? They were just saying shit about Ivanka, some guy releasing floor plans. Ooh, yesterday's news was Ivanka was going to be, she was on a threatened attack by a terrorist group. Somebody released the floor plans to her fucking apartment or her house, wherever she lives. And then Trump doesn't go to his son's wedding. He stays home. Oh, I got to be at the White House. gotta be at the White House, gotta be at the White House. And now there's like this crazy shooting. Dude, this shit's getting too weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like every day now we're having another shooting. And we didn't have any of this shit until Trump was in office. Okay? No shootings. No shootings anywhere. Okay? People hated Biden. People hated Obama. There were no fucking shootings. Now there's like an assassination attempt once a month, bro. What the fuck, dude? This shit is weird. But I will say, though, guys, that the dude, okay? The dude, here's the full clip of the bird chat thing. Let's watch this. All right? Ready? Let's watch this.
You're assuming he was trying to kill the president.
The guy's been programmed to do this. He immediately turns, you know, from one way to the other, overnight almost. And and we're seeing this more and more, I think.
What do you mean the guy's been programmed?
I think these people are...
You mean like MK Ultra type programming?
100%.
Really?
I think so, but it's a different... You know, MK, you're the expert on it.
I'm not really.
Well,
don't say that.
No, I don't want to get you bumped off
Jamie
here.
knows more than I do about it.
Let somebody else go start your car when you walk out there and wait 30 minutes.
Dude.
But, yeah, no.
I mean, isn't it funny, though, that he says you're the expert on it? I mean, that's how big of, like, a conspiracy theorist that Joe Rogan is, that Bird Chat's like, you know all about this. He's, like, bumped off. Dude, what the fuck?
Nothing.
But, you know, the CIA, they were grabbing these people up and giving them, I guess, acid or LSD, whatever, and then programming them, and then they said they weren't doing it, and then they got sued, and they said, oh, we lied, we were doing it, but we're not doing it anymore. Now, which time are they not? So here's my thought on this. I think you've got a bunch of people today, because of this, it's just open up.
Because of this.
Open up your head and pour it in, and they can put these things out to people just enough to where they know that there's going to be a reaction. There's some people, you and I are going to read this stuff and go, you know, and there's some people that are just going to stay awake at night and just fume. I know people that read stuff and they'll call me and text me and said, can you believe this? And I'm like, dude, man, I live this stuff. Cool out. We're good. We're okay. And I think that these folks, they know who they are and they can target them. You know, how many of these people are we going to find that have no internet access, have no history of being on the internet,
right?
You know,
like Thomas Crooks.
Yeah, that's just
one's
total
nuts.
BS. Total BS. Oh, we let him on the roof, and you know, and then
also they couldn't get snipers on that roof because the slope was too steep.
Yeah.
Dude, so I mean, it's just weird that here we are again, guys, and here he is. Okay, let's find information on this guy. Okay. His name is 𝗙cie Best, okay, is the gunman, right? Now, I find it interesting. Like, look at this, guys. This is what's weird. Look at how we're searching the gunman's name, okay? It's 10:34 p.m. This thing happened like 7 hours ago. Why is there not like a mainstream news story about this gunman? Isn't that weird? Like there's not a CNN, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I guess I'm spelling it wrong, but oh, there it is. All right. But even so, it's mostly New York Post. I was spelling it wrong. That's on me, guys. No, that's on me. All right. I was spelling it wrong, but dude, give me a fucking break. That like Google, dude, Google is, no, that's on me, dude. Google's being weird. If you spell it wrong, it won't give you shit. All right. So, and here's what it says though. All right. Man killed in shooting outside White House had previously tried to get inside, had mental health concerns. Okay. 𝗙cie Best, the 21-year-old man shot and killed by agents outside the White House on Saturday, had previous encounters with Secret Service. Dude, this guy has had encounters with Secret Service. This is not his first go around, okay? Including one occasion where he was involuntarily committed to a psych hospital and another where local police arrested him while he claimed he was Jesus Christ. Again, guys, I want to reiterate, having a bunch of Christian zealots running around the country thinking Trump was sent by God, thinking that the end times are here and that, you know, Second Chronicles is being played out and, you know, they're going to heal the land as they rid us of demons. I feel like this shit is dangerous, guys. We are getting to the point of where this religious, like, wackadoodle fucking shit is fucking, people are starting to do insane things, okay? Social media belonging to 𝗏𝗏, meanwhile, includes one post that appeared to threaten violence against Trump and another post where he wrote, "I'm actually the son of God." So, again, this is not a Democrat thing. Somebody thinking they're the son of God is way more an evangelical right-wing thing, okay? I don't even think this is like a right or left. I think this is just religious haywire, man. People are getting carried away with religion. They are getting carried away with religion. They're getting so zonked out, man. All right, and then the Secret Service said agent shot a man identified as 𝗏𝗏 when he approached a checkpoint and began shooting at officers. Another bystander was hit. Trump was unharmed. He was inside. Officers had encountered 𝗏𝗏 multiple times near the White House last summer. He was known to Secret Service, walking around the complex, inquiring how to gain access. He was involuntarily committed last summer for obstructing vehicle entry to part of the White House complex. And on July 10th, he ignored warning signs, walked into a restricted area. He claimed to be Jesus and that he wanted to get arrested. Okay? So this guy is zonkers, bro. He is zonkers. There he is. There's the image of him. Let's see if we can find him. This is him. Okay? You can hear all the gunshots over there. Now, obviously, guys, like, we're having a lot of like mental health crises, okay, in this country. And man, it seems like they're all like turning to violence. Now, somebody said this earlier about how, hey, have you noticed that like a week later, we never hear about these guys? We had Cruz, he came and went, okay? We had the old man who was in the bushes by Mar-a-Lago came and went, right? The person with the gas can at Mar-a-Lago came and went. The dude at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, boom, he just poof. He goes to court. He's like out of the news cycle. Now we have this guy thinking he's Jesus. It's like everybody's just coming and going. Some sort of assassination plot, right? Meanwhile, Trump yesterday was on the news. Not yesterday, like 2 days ago, Trump was on the news saying he's going to run for prime minister of Israel. And if Jesus came down and counted California, he would have won. So I don't know, guys. Call me crazy. But I think when you have people running around trying to get in the White House saying they're Jesus and they're known to Secret Service, maybe the fucking president shouldn't be walking around talking about how if Jesus came and counted California, I would have won. Okay? That seems like he's just throwing ammunition to some crazy religious zealots, bro. You know? See, the thing about this is it's not about being Trump Christian nationalists or not. It is about the fact that Christianity in and of itself is like borderline mental illness. And when Christians think Trump is like ordained by God, okay, this guy doesn't even have to have a political leaning. If he sees a bunch of Trump Christians talking about how God sent Trump, and he's like, no, wait a second, I'm Jesus Christ. Trump can't be sent by God. I didn't send him. Now this guy thinks Trump's a demon. My point being is we have a country that is filled with very vocal, like mentally ill Christians that are insistent that Trump was like sent by the Heavenly Father, and they think we're in some type of end times. And so any loony fucking tune, okay, that is like getting wind of this is a potential, you know, they're going to kill somebody. They're going to try to shoot at Trump, or they're going to shoot at like Democrats thinking they're demons or some shit. I mean, you can't have like 30% of your population walking around thinking we're in the end times and Trump is some divine fucking being sent to heal the land, and think that that's not going to lead to wackadoodles walking around shooting people. You know what I'm saying? It is like these MAGA Christians are losing their fucking minds, bro. And now they're seeing the receipts. You know what I mean? That's like what I'm talking about. I think when you have a large portion of your population literally living a delusion, okay, living a delusion, and we watch these guys. We watched the Good Liars video yesterday. There was that guy who's insisting the Sunday law is coming that forces you to go to church, and that like Trump was sent by God to heal the land, and that Jesus is coming back and all this crazy shit. When you have like, think about like 30% of America, it's like 100 million people. Okay. If you have 100 million people like thinking that Jesus is coming back and Trump was sent here by God to enable that, that is like a group mental illness, guys. That is the kind of shit that will bleed onto every nut job in America will like tap into that. Dude, did Trump say he was the chosen one? Hold on, let me find that. I feel like I remember that. Dude, this is like, we have to do something about this. Dude, I want a link of Trump saying I am the chosen one. Dude, I would love to see. Oh, here it is.
Taking America into a recession, is it worth it? And do Americans need to back that up?
The fake news, of which many of you are members, is trying to convince the public to have a recession. Let's have a recession. The United States is doing phenomenally well. But one thing I have to do is economically take on China, because China has been ripping us off for many years. President Clinton, President Bush, and President Obama and others should have done this long before me. My life would be much easier, although I enjoy doing it, but my life would be much easier if I just said, let China continue to rip off the United States, all right? It'd be much easier, but I can't do that. We are winning against China. They've lost 2.5 million jobs in a very short period of time. They want to make a deal. It's got to be a deal that's good for the United States. When they want to make a deal, probably we will make a deal, but if I didn't do that, and I'm not doing this, somebody said it's Trump's trade war. This isn't my trade war. This is a trade war that should have taken place a long time ago by a lot of other presidents. Over the last 5 or 6 years, China's made $500 billion. $500 billion. Ripped it out of the United States. And not only that, if you take a look, intellectual property theft, add that to it, and add a lot of other things to it. So somebody Somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it. So I'm taking on China. I'm taking on China on trade.
Dude, what was that? He literally like turned to the side and looked up. I am the chosen one. Like, guys, this is what I'm talking about. Okay? He has people in MAGA that think he is sent by God. He is posting images of him as Jesus and him like looking up in the sky and saying, I am the chosen one. Now, we think it's funny, okay? But like, dude, 𝗙cie𝗶𝗵𝗋 didn't think this was funny, okay? And a lot of other crazy evangelicals who might think, ooh, these Democrats are demons. Like one day they might be walking down the street just shooting Democrats. Like he is literally just sort of like spewing gasoline on a fire of mentally ill Christians. You know? And they've been building this narrative. Yes, Butler was this idea that he's been protected by God every day, man. Every day I wake up and I see this. I see Nancy Mace, okay? She literally, guys, every day she wakes up and types some shit about like, pray for our president, okay? Every day she's like, our president was sent by God. You know, pray for our president. She does it like every 12 hours, guys, okay? And she's wearing, look at this shit.
I just got this in the mail from a woman named Kim that I met in Greenville a couple weeks ago. It was shortly after my father had passed away, and I was telling the story of my father and how I said the Lord's Prayer while he was taking his...
Dude, she's posting some video. Some woman gets her a fucking... a thing inscribed with the Lord's Prayer. Like they are like so whacked out on religion, right? Fucking, oh, my father's speaking to me through this fucking piece of metal, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, Trump is Jesus. You know, this shit is wacky, dude. Every day she's like making videos, and look at her, dude. She looks like she's smoking fucking crack, dude. Look at her. Look at her fucking face, dude. She is like hopped up on crack cocaine and Ozempic, snorting the Bible, dude. She's crumpling up the pages of the Bible and snorting it off her armoire. She is fucking crazy, bro. This is getting whacked out, guys. Okay? These people are getting whacked out. Dude, shit is crazy. All right? Fucking crazy, dude. Dude, crazy shit. They got snipers now. All right? Now look at this. Now Trump, of course, decides to get in on his ballroom. Okay, that was Trump's answer to this, guys. Trump's response to this. First off, we're going to look at this woman, okay? This woman is like a newscaster. Dude, look at her face, bro. What is she doing, dude? All right, watch this.
What is that? What is that?
Sounds like fire.
Today, but this obviously comes just a couple of weeks after a shooting at the White House Correspondents'
Dude, she's pretty chill, dude. I mean, dude, it doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't even really sound like gunfire. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was pretty weird. I didn't even know it was gunfire when you hear it right there, dude. It did almost sound like fireworks or something. I mean, isn't that a lot of that's a lot of gunshots, dude. Listen to that shit.
What is that? What is that?
Sounds like fire.
You know what I mean? I mean, there's the construction going on at the White House. You just don't even know, boss, right? You just don't even know.
Today, but this obviously comes just a couple of weeks after.
Right? It's fucking bizarre. All right? And I mean, dude, we got the mask one day. Now there's shootings. But here is somebody, guys, who is a TV producer too. Okay, look at this woman right here. Okay, she says right here, I don't even know who this is, but it's someone who's worked with high-end theatrical masks. That's so visibly what it is. Like in the video, you can see the shadows move underneath it. Turkey necks don't cast shadows like that. And she says, I've been in television for 15 years. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So there was something going on here with this guy. He either had like a filter, an AI filter or some shit, or he was wearing a mask. Something was going on with him, but they lied about it, okay? Dude, Fox lied about this guy, okay? Fox lied about it. And so this is weird though, because this is the shit we're dealing with. We have the jagged edges of like some type of mask or weird filter on this guy's neck. Fox lies about it the same way they lied about an election. And now we're like, you know, we've got some crazy shooter, okay, thinking he's Jesus. It's like, holy shit, dude. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? What in the fucking MAGA world are we doing, boss? What in the MAGA world are we doing? Okay, but let me show you. There was another there's another clip on this. Okay, so here it is. So then Trump's response to this, guys, was to go to the ballroom thing. Okay? Trump's response was to go to the ballroom. And he said, thank you to our great Secret Service and law enforcement for the swift and professional action taken this evening against a gunman near the White House who had a violent history and possible obsession with our country's most cherished structure. The gunman is dead after an exchange of gunfire with Secret Service agents near the White House gates. This event is 1 month removed from the White House correspondent dinner shooting and goes to show how important it is for all future presidents to get what will be the most safe and secure space of its kind ever built in Washington, D.C. The national security of our country demands it. So again, guys, he's jumping to the ballroom, okay? There's no mention of the injuries, no mention of whatever. He's just like, oh yeah, White House correspondents, there keep being shootings near the presidency. We got to have the bunker /ballroom/military hospital. Like, bro, Okay? Second ballroom attempt. Dude, I'm going to get the dance party going. Let's go. I got you, boss. Shit is insane, bro. What in the actual Sam Hill are we doing, boss? Jesus. There it is. Pine Box Ballroom. Yo! Dude, shit is getting weird, boss. Every day, there's a shooter and a ballroom. Shooting, ballroom, shooting, ballroom. Shooting, ballroom. Yeah, something's going on, boss. All right? We got Jesus freaks. We got ballrooms. We got shootings every day. Get this guy out of office. Bro, what in the actual fuck, dude? He just inspires this shit. Yeah, dude, Kermit needs to pull some strings, dude. Seriously. It is crazy. Okay? And look at this, guys. Got that Saturday Night Fever. Let's go, Lady B. So look at this, though, guys. Okay? Because Trump decided to not go. Okay? Trump did not go to his son's wedding. Okay? Donald Trump Jr. got married today, and instead of going to his son's wedding, he did this. Okay? He's posting memes about Ro Khanna and Iran and Greenland, right? And fucking Thomas Massey and fucking bizarre, like, you know, more biblical looking shit with Trump pointing up at the heavens because he is the chosen one. Like, what in the actual fuck is going on? Trump spent all day doing this shit instead of going to his son's wedding, guys. What the fuck, dude? And of course, the one thing I couldn't help but noticing this, right? Right? He can't make it to his son's wedding. Dude, Lynn's video is about time. Let's go. Dude, Steph, let's go. LFG, oh, let's go. Don't worry, guys. The counter, in theory, will catch up. All right? I know we've been having these issues, but if not, we'll fucking count it ourselves. In fact, I will do it myself. I'll keep track just to make sure. All right? So that is 1, 2, 3. All right, so we got 27. Let's go. 26. Let's go, Breckos. Now, guys, I did not realize this, but you ready for this? Donald Trump Jr. married an Epstein person. No shit. Bettina Anderson, her father is Epstein-connected. You cannot make this shit up, dude. Yes way. It is. I did not know this until today. Pine Box now, please. Let's go. Dude, look at this. Ready? Right here. Where is it? Dude, I think most people didn't realize it until today. All right, let's find it. Dude, it is getting weird out here, bro. I mean, it makes sense, okay? It makes sense right here. You ready? And Mehdi Hasan said, how did I only just discover that Don Jr. is marrying the daughter of a prominent Epstein enabler? Her late dad, a banker, wrote Epstein a reference letter calling him a gentleman of the highest integrity to help him get tax breaks and get his island. Okay? Literally, dude, Isn't this crazy? This shit is nuts. Let's go look at this article real quick. All right. So she's 39 years old. All right. There she is. We looked at her yesterday, but it talks about her father. All right. Where is it? Let's see here. Where's her father? Right here. Maybe it's not in that article. Oh, did he just quote tweet this? Hold on, let's find it. Dude, I mean, it's just crazy, right? Right here. Okay. So this is the guy, Harry Loy Anderson. Okay. Donald Trump Jr. married Palm Beach royalty Bettina Anderson. Her late father, banky Harry Loy Anderson, was an Epstein enabler. So he's the guy who helped him get tax breaks and his island in the Virgin Islands. Of course, dude. Isn't that wild? Dude, it like never ends. Dude, crawling wind. Let's go, boss. All right, hold on. Let me get this. Here we got Lynn's videos. Bahamas has rules, boss. Anderson fam. Dude, Anderson fam. All right, so we were at 26, 25, 24, 23, baby. Oh. Dude, we need a little Paula. So there he is. Dude, that's so crazy, guys. So they got married on Thursday. Okay? They got married on Thursday, guys. Whose island is the marriage taking place on? We don't know. Dude, Shin Godzilla, let's go! 22! Sakata! That is wild. Bang Bang Ballroom, let's go, Vince! Lucky 21. So Kim Guilfoyle, okay, Kim Guilfoyle went to, she was given an ambassador job in Greece. They shipped her away last year. All right, we found out that Don and Bettina had been dating for who knows how long, okay? But I want to find more on Harry Loy Anderson. So this guy just died recently. Okay, these guys are like Palm Beach royalty. And again, okay, Jeffrey Epstein was Palm Beach royalty. Yes, she is ambassador to Greece. Jeffrey Epstein was Palm Beach royalty. And guys, you know what's so wild about this too? That I didn't even realize, because you know they just named the Palm Beach airport after Trump. Right? Well, I saw an article in The Guardian, and we'll look into this in the coming days, but that Ron DeSantis forced that. Okay? Basically, what ended up happening was Ron DeSantis was going to withhold all of Palm Beach's money unless Palm Beach voted to change the name of the airport and to give Trump a merchandising deal. So everything that gets sold in the airport will earn Trump money. So Ron DeSantis basically blackmailed the city of Palm Beach by threatening to withhold their money. So it's like, dude, what the fuck? Why would he do that? Why would he like blackmail to make sure that Trump is like, why is everybody trying to make sure Trump stays wealthy? It's so bizarre, guys. Dude, nerdy black woman, we live on the dumbest, darkest timeline. We do, guys. Shit is getting whacked, right? It's this, dude. Hold on, let me show you real quick. Right? It is, I literally just saw it. Hold on. Let me find the fucking article here. It's so gross, dude. Like, you see how everybody's fucking, like, tweeting the same shit? Like, all of these bot accounts are tweeting the same shit? Here, let me see. Dude, it is so crazy. There is a, right here. Trump airport branding deal opens new route to profit for family. Okay? And the Florida agreement grants him control of the licensing and merchandising at the airport because his name's on it. And what it is here is it says here, so the people in Palm Beach had no say, okay? Right? Where is it? So right? So what happened was the Palm Beach County Commissioner voted on it, and this Maria Sachs woman, a Democrat member, right, flipped. She was the deciding voice, was a Democrat named Maria Sachs, okay? And isn't that wild? But it's because DeSantis was like threatening the money. And I think they're fucking now suing. Like, there's a lot of chaotic shit going on. Okay? Dude, it is like, what are we doing, bro? You know, we can't go anywhere without like some level of corruption just fucking like bounding inside. Yeah, no, I know DeSantis is a mini tyrant and their unemployment rate is spiking. But here he is. There's Harry Loy Anderson. Dude, he looks like an Epstein pederast, doesn't he? Jesus. It is like an endless corruption. Endless. Endless fucking corruption, boss. So here it is. Harry Loy Anderson Jr. was the president of the Palm Beach National Bank and Trust Company, and Epstein banked with him, right? And then the letter didn't get reported on. Basically, Anderson described Epstein as this incredible high-integrity guy, and he is the one who helped Epstein get his island. Okay, this banker vouched for Epstein. Right? And so that guy's the dude who vouched for Epstein to get his island. His daughter is who Donald Trump Jr. is marrying. Like everyone. Melania's movie, directed by Epstein's good buddy, right? Donald Trump Jr. is marrying the daughter of an Epstein good buddy. Trump's cabinet members are all Epstein fucking people, right? Everywhere we go, it is like Trump and Epstein, Trump and Epstein, Trump and Epstein. And meanwhile, everybody in Maga's like, exonerated. Oh, I've been exonerated. I've been exonerated because everybody close to me is Epstein. They are keeping it in the family, guys. The shit is whacked. So he died in 2013, okay? He died a while ago. But all of these Palm Beach people are like tied together. Shit is crazy, dude. Oh, Mike Johnson? Trump's Johnson? Did he fall off the yacht? Also, he did not. Dude, there's Trump's Johnson. Shit is wild, boss. All right, here's the other video I was looking at of the shots.
That President Trump has said a deal is close, only for the two sides to remain far apart.
No.
That President Trump has said a deal is close, only for the two sides to remain far apart.
No. Yeah, no, I mean, it was definitely more clear here. This one sounded a lot more clear than the other woman. The other woman's, I could understand the other woman thinking it was construction, but this woman was like crazy. All right. Dude, I love her reaction. What is that? That would probably be me. I'd be like, what is that? What is that? Let's go check out that noise. That would be me. I'd be like, dude, let's go check out that noise. Let's go. All right. Now again, look at this though. You ready? Look at the shit they're posting though, guys. You're still watching for neck shadows. Yeah. You see any neck shadows, guys? Let's go. All right, what are we at? We're at, let me see, guys. Where were we at? Dude, 22, 21, 20. So we're at 19, guys. 19, Lynn's video. Let's go. 19, guys. Here we got 12 minutes. 12 and 19, baby. Let's go. But look at what they're posting online. Look at what they're posting online. Look at this. Update. President Trump was completely unfazed as a shooter opened fire on the White House. Nobody opened fire on the White House, right? And he continued working amid the gunfire outside. Can't stop, won't stop, the White House said. 47 will not be deterred, no matter how many times leftists try to kill him. Dude, I'm sorry, but a mentally ill guy who thinks he's Jesus ain't a fucking leftist, okay? But look at this, like, dude, they're just stroking, right? They are stroking. Yeah, he doesn't even know how to spell. Unfazed, can't stop, won't stop. Dude, what is the leftist kill ratio now? What are we doing, dude? Bro, we are like idiots, boss. All right, 19, guys. 19 and 10, baby. Let's get it. Can't stop, won't stop. What do we have here? Here's OAN.
On Truth Social. So, Dana, certainly very encouraging developments. Oh my gosh, we just heard gunshots.
Oh my God. Keep on this, guys.
Keep on this.
I guess we lost. Alex had breaking news on the Strait of Hormuz. We have also breaking news. We heard gunshots live from the White House with our very own Alexandra Ingersoll. We saw her duck, and then we lost contact with her. We'll try to get in touch with her soon, but wow. Okay, never had that happen on live television before. So we'll get the updates on that. My team is working to bring details to you live.
Dude, where does OAN get their reporters, dude? Let's get it first time through. Yes. Let's go 18. Dude, where do they get these people, dude? Like, what are we doing? It is, I mean, you know, I don't know what they're doing at OAN. This is where 𝗙cie_𝗶𝗹𝗀𝗀 got his start. So these guys are they're not super smooth at OAN, okay? They're not really known for bringing the talent. Dude, shit is crazy, bro. Hey, man. Dude, but she's making the big bucks, right? Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, I know. They're like, their shit is like really, the propaganda they're putting out is like insane, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like the propaganda the White House is doing, all of this is just propagandizing for the ballroom. I feel like we're living in the upside down where you just don't even know what is true anymore, guys. All right, 8 minutes, guys. 18 and 8. Let's go. Let's get it. Come on, baby. That's what you're getting. $18 and 8. Yeah, so much for DC being the safest city. We're getting it, baby. 18. 18. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, dude. We are living in the upside down. All right, we're going to secure this dance party, and then we will get back on the horse. Seven, baby. Dude, they're working on that ballroom. Isn't it weird, though, that, like, every day there's, like, some sort of attack or terrorist threat, and then there's talk about the ballroom? 17, let's go, right? You know what I mean? Every day. Thank you, DL. Pine box. Pine. Excuse me, box. It is like a daily occurrence, practically. And what's so crazy, dude, may they be building their own prisons. Let's go, Jayla. 16. I mean, guys, I literally, look at what I tweeted yesterday. Okay, this was yesterday, guys. Yesterday, I tweeted this. Right? How many more assassination attempts before the midterms? That was today at 6 a.m. That was right before I went to bed, right? And literally fucking 8 hours later, there was like another fucking, dude, like, bro. And then ballroom. Isn't that weird? 8 hours after I fucking tweeted that. And here we are again with all of these people posting about leftists trying to kill Trump. That's crazy shit. All right, guys, 6 minutes. Let's go. 16, baby. 16 and 6. 15. Let's go. Dude, the Trump show. Help us all. Yes, the one. We're in the middle. 15. Let's go, baby. secure the dance party. This is more important than the ballroom. All right, there we go. 14 Stranger Things. Let's go. Now, we're going to look at the Iran deal too, because supposedly there's a possibility of an Iran deal, and all of the MAGA people are fighting over the supposed Iran deal. I mean, bad. Dude, like, it's like MAGA influencers are fighting with the White House spokesman, or fighting with Ted Cruz. We are going to talk about Hasan and Code Pink. It wasn't just Hasan. It was Hasan and the woman from Code Pink. That has to do with Cuba, and we will look at that too. Also, though, Ashley St. Clair went on Hasan. Remember, I made a video about her claims about Elon and the 10,000 lasers. She showed the text messages to Hasan. I believe it was today. Okay, there's a clip of that we're going to look at. Zelensky has survived without a ballroom. He has indeed, guys. 13, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, dude, I have her pegged as a grifter, but like now I don't know, man. Like weird shit is going on, dude. All right, 4 minutes. Let's go. Let's get this done. Only $2. Yes. Yes, Steph. Let's go. 12. 12 away, guys. 12 and 4. We can do this. Easy peasy. Dude. Let's go. Trump's preference in age. Oh. Don't forget the gold top dome, the golden dome. Dude, let's go. Peter Stats is a punk. Let's go. He is. All right, 11. Dude, Jason's Australiana. That's 10 shrimp on the barbie. 10 shrimp on the barbie. Let's go. Camping, haven't heard any news? Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy you got internet. Dude, by the way, guys, just a little update. I'm going to the beach Monday. I will be back Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't know what the stream and the video schedule is going to be like. I may do a couple streams from the beach. I will keep you guys posted on either Twitter and or Discord. So make sure you're in Discord. But I am going to be gone, so it's going to be unusual scheduling. But I might do some different types of streaming, like there from a phone or whatnot. I don't know. I'm bringing some equipment to experiment with. So we'll see. All right. I promise nothing, though. I may just completely unplug. I tend to sit in a jacuzzi overlooking the ocean and just fuck around on Twitter like all day long. That's kind of what I do. But we're open, all right? Some unusual shit could happen, especially if there's breaking news. All right, guys, 2 minutes. All right, we're down to the wire. We need 10 in 2, baby. There we go. The epic quote, I need ammunition, not a ride. Let's go, Shin Godzilla. It's number 9. Dude, Jason's Australiana. It's 8 shrimps on the bobby. Let's go, 8 in 2. 8. We got this. Here's a little Paula to get us going. Hey! Hey! Sakatara. Sakatara, Paula. Sakatara. Let's go. 8, 1.5 minutes, guys. 8 away, baby. Let's go. Let's go. 1.5 minutes, dude. 7. Let's freaking get it, dude. Reichstag fire. Yes, 𝗙cie, dude. Thank you, DL. And thank you, 𝗙cie. That is now, we are at 6. 6 away, baby. Dude, Jason's Australiana's coming in hot. That's for 𝗙cie for the Reichstag fire. Jason's, we are now at 5. 5 shrimp on the bobby. 5 shrimp on the bobby. Let's go. 1 minute. Let's go. Hey. Oh, 5 away. 50 seconds. Greetings from New York City. Let's go. We love to see it. 4 away. Let's go, Steph. Let's go. 4 away, guys. 4 away, 3 away. Peter wants 2 T-Fire, 2 away with Jason's. And then there were 2. 20 seconds, the last 2. Let's go, baby. Even though our fucking counter doesn't work. The counter didn't register anyone. Fuddy-duddy, let's go. Uno mas. 1 remains, baby. 1 remains. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here it is. Who's bringing the last one? Dude, the counter didn't work at all, dude. All right, we're going to fucking remove the goal. Last one. Dude, we did it. We're 1 away, baby. The Oompa Loompas are in hand. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Fucking outlandish, boss. Jesus. Bringing it home strong. All right. So. Dude, again, look at this shit. Dude, Shin Godzilla, let's dance. We're dancing, dude. Fuddy Duddy, let's go. We are fucking dancing. Dude, this is so bizarre, guys, how they are, right? Dude, yeah, no, the YouTube counter, I don't know. I'll send him a message tonight. But, dude, they are fucking just, like, spinning their yarns, guys.
We just have a statement from the Secret Service who has updated that the suspect has died, according to the Secret Service. I'm just going to read this statement. They say shortly after 6 p.m. Saturday, an individual approached a Secret Service checkpoint in the area of 17th Street and Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest. A preliminary investigation indicates the individual approached. He removed a weapon from his bag and began firing at posted officers. Secret Service officers returned fire, striking the suspect, who was transported to an area hospital where he later died. They also confirmed that a bystander was struck by gunfire. They say it remains unclear whether that bystander was struck by the suspect's initial gunfire or during the subsequent exchange. No injuries were sustained by Secret Service. The president was at the White House and was not impacted. Again, this is... All
right. So, yeah, it was some gate away from there. Dude, Redbone says, let's keep grooving till Pine Box Day. We will indeed. Dude, now, but look at this shit, though. You ready? This is pretty funny because this Wall Street Apes, this is a disinformation fucking site here. One of Elon's disinformation people. Okay? But look at this. 30 shots fired at the White House today. 2016 shots at the White House. 2018, 2020. 21 to 24, no shots, and then shots in 25, shots in 26. The Democrat Party is a party of violence, but like, yo, boss, like, you know, Trumpy was not the president in 2016, right? I mean, dude, I don't know where they're getting their information, like, but isn't that funny? Dude, they're like 2016, the big 2016. Dude, these people are so off. All right? But we need ballroom. Gen W, let's go. A camping dono, let's go. Thank you, Gen W. So yeah, so it looks like this, guys. So whatever went down was over here, all right? And the White House is over here, okay? So this is like, you know, is several blocks away from the White House. Again, we don't even know that this had anything to do with Trump. What we do know is that the shooter, right, this guy, 𝗙cie 𝗶𝗍𝗀, had previously tried to get on White House grounds. and he thought he was Jesus Christ. Okay? He thought he was Jesus Christ, guys. And so, obviously, a deep mental health crisis. But again, I'm going to go on record saying that there's something very wrong with the religious programming that is going on now, where we have a bunch of people thinking Trump was sent by God. Trump is trying to like play up this idea that he's the chosen one. And, you know, they think the end of the world is coming. And now fucking lunatics are starting to do crazy shit. And there is no way that this guy is a leftist. Okay, there's just no way. You know, I don't think leftists are running around thinking they're Jesus, guys. I don't think it was politically involved at all. But, you know, they're going to say it was a leftist. Okay, this is what, right? They're going to keep saying they, like, you know, that's going to be one of the things that is all of the right-wing accounts are eventually going to do this. Now, let's look at the little battle that's going on here, okay? Because some shit is going on, guys, okay, with Stephen Cheung and Mike Pompeo and this Alex Bruesewitz and Ted Cruz guy, okay? Dance a little extra tonight. We will wins. Thank you, boss. Thank you so much, Linz. Let's go. All right. So let's look at this, okay? Because Trump associates are flipping out on MAGA people, all right? And a lot of this has to do with the Iran deal, okay? Let's pivot. We're going to step away from the shooting for a second. We're going to go look at the Iran deal because I think this is important. And then we can come back and check in on, right? We can come back and check in on, come back and check in on the shooting. I don't think there's a lot more information, and I'm really intrigued on, like, I'm really intrigued by what's going to happen if it's just going to disappear real quick because he thought he was Jesus Christ. If they're just going to sweep him under the rug because he's not like some card-carrying Antifa thing, you know. But so there is a battle going on, okay, with MAGA, and it's about the Trump-Iran deal, the potential deal, okay? Look at these terms, guys. Okay. So, here's what we got, okay? Now, Trump made this statement, okay, where he says that an agreement has been largely negotiated, okay, and he said the Strait of Hormuz will be open, okay? That's what Trump said. He said Strait of Hormuz is going to be open and it's going to go back to its previous state. It's not going to be run by Iran. That's what he was saying. And then a news agency responded in Persian saying that that it's not true, that there was no agreement to return Hormuz to its previous state. Okay? Tracy says Trump has created angst and anxiety amongst all of us. It's what he does. He loves division. He sure does, Tracy. Thank you, boss. He does, dude. He loves chaos. I feel like all of these guys do. So they're disagreeing, okay? They're saying that the Strait of Hormuz will continue to be under Iran's management. Iran has agreed to allow the number of passing ships to return to pre-war levels. This is in no way a return to free passage, okay? And it says that Iran will determine the routes, the timing, the manner of passage, issuance of permits. All of that will be the IRGC, okay? It should be noted that Trump had previously declared negotiations over the nuclear program as one of the main and indispensable conditions for any agreement. However, no commitment has been made by Iran, and the nuclear file has not been discussed at all at this stage. So this is again, okay? This is again that Trump is out there tweeting about their nuclear capabilities, about the Strait of Hormuz, and Iran's like, we haven't even talked about this. And look at what they said. This is the news agency from Iran. It says, it should be noted that American officials have acknowledged in multiple messages to Iran that Trump's tweets are primarily for promotional purposes and media consumption within the United States, and they have recommended that no attention be paid to these statements. So they're basically saying that American officials have told Iran, like, don't pay any attention to what Trump tweets. So Trump is just tweeting bullshit, manipulating the market, just whatever, creating consumable fodder for all of his right-wing dickheads and stock trades, okay? Now, because of this, okay, because of the fact that the Strait of Hormuz, Iran is being very, very adamant, saying there is no way that Iran will not control all passage in the Strait of Hormuz. That has set off a chain reaction with MAGA people fighting against MAGA. Like MAGA v. MAGA now is based on this, okay? And so let's look at some of these tweets that are going on here. And one of them is from this Alex Bruesewitz guy. This dude who is a Trump advisor, a Christian Trump advisor. So he's been getting into it with Ted Cruz, okay? Okay. Dude, look at this shit. You ready? We're going to follow this up, guys, because we have Ted Cruz, who is a major Trump knob polisher. Yo, come here, Trumpy. Oh, yeah, you like that when I do that, Trumpy, don't you? You want me to rub my beard on it? Oh, there you go, right? We got Ted Polish the Knob Cruz, and then Alex Bruesewitz. Yes, that is the Nicki Minaj guy, okay? He is like the Nicki Minaj, like, escort or whatever. So Ted Cruz says, I am deeply concerned about what we are hearing about an Iran deal being pushed by some voices in the administration. Trump's decision to strike Iran was the most consequential decision of his second term. He was right to do so, and we achieved extraordinary military results. Oh, yeah, an extraordinary global recession. Thank you, dickheads. Including destroying all of their missiles and drones and sinking their entire navy. If the result of all that is to be an Iranian regime still run by Islamists who chant death to America, now receiving billions of dollars, being able to enrich uranium and develop nuclear weapons, having effective control over the Strait of Hormuz, then that outcome would be a disastrous mistake. The details are still coming out, and I pray the early reports are wrong. But the fact that Biden's Rob Malley is praising the deal is not encouraging. Trump believes in peace through strength, and his strong leadership has already made America much safer. Ted, you want to go look outside the White House window right now and tell me how Trump has made America safer? There's like a goddamn shooting every 12 minutes, bro. He should continue to hold the line, defend America, and enforce the red lines he has repeatedly drawn. Okay? Now, Bruesewitz said, cool, Ted. No one asked you, bro. Stop trying to undermine the president and his administration. Okay? So this guy jumps in here. And then Ted Cruz says, hush, child, the adults are talking. I'm not your bro. Dude. And young political grifters pushing around appeasement are not remotely helping the president. Hush, hush, child, or I shalt not polish thy knob. Dude. Then Bruesewitz says, sorry, you're still salty that I prevented you from getting a picture with Nicki Minaj after you came running after her like a schoolgirl. You're going to get wiped out in 2028, clown. That's what Bruesewitz said. And I don't think that Ted has responded to that one yet. Let me see here. No, Ted has not responded there. Okay, but now Bruesewitz is still throwing salt on the wounds. And he says Ted Cruz won't tell his audience on this platform that he has zero clue what's actually in the peace agreement Trump and his team are negotiating. He's not on the inside. No one is giving Lion Ted a sneak peek of anything. Ted is a do-nothing senator rushed out ahead of the potential deal because he's already positioning for 2028. He plans to use this as a wedge against our candidate. The deal could be the greatest deal in the world, and he would still complain about it. Cruz is a clown who'll never be president, but somehow that reality still hasn't sunk in for him. So now, who the Alex Bruesewitz is this guy is a Trump advisor. Okay, this is like some young guy that is like brain dead and some Christian nationalist fucking like wacko that is another one of these weird Trump advisors like Laura Loomer, Alex Bruesewitz. This guy in particular is somehow involved with like shepherding Nicki Minaj. Okay, and so he posted another thing here that was an image. There he is. There's the Bruesewitz guy with Nicki. And I guess Ted came trying to get a fucking, you know, an autograph or whatever. So he's like Nicki Minaj's chaperone, like the Trump advisor who chaperones Nicki Minaj. Right. And so he said, not to over-exaggerate it, but I've never seen anything like it. Ted Cruz and his staff literally sprinted down the hallway, screaming, Nicki, 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 begging Nicki Minaj for a picture. I told Ted we were in a rush. We had to get to the White House and didn't have time to stop for photos with every fan. To her credit, Nicki stopped, took pics. We didn't have time for Ted. Plus, it's not a good look to pose with Ted. I was looking out for my girl. Dude, all of these guys have been elevated to some type of mega stardom. Right? Isn't it weird? They're all in this weird mega stardom. And yeah, this guy is shitting on Ted. After getting turned down for the formal photo, Ted cornered us on the way out and his team snapped this shot as we were leaving just to make him look cool. Extremely creepy. I sure as heck won't be taking any foreign policy advice from a guy who behaves like that. Now, here's what's interesting about this, guys. Is Ted Cruz has basically been fucking, you know, going down on Trump for years. He will polish the knob. He will cover for him. He will eat the corn out of Donald Trump's diaper. Okay? And yet, like, Trump's assistants are just shitting on him. Like, his own MAGA people are shitting on them. Okay. And it is, again, yeah, it's about the Israel, the America first. It is spreading along those lines, right? Ted is a huge Israel first guy. I think a lot of these guys are, America first. But I know it's gross with Ted Cruz eating the corn out of Trump shit. Dude, I know it's gross. 2 Ted Cruzes, 1 diaper, right? But this guy is like, nobody even knows who this dude is. But all of a sudden he's, you know, Trump's Christian nationalist buddy. And now he's like Nicki Minaj's, you know, fucking chaperone, I guess. Okay, so that's fight 1 is Ted Cruz and Trump's America First, whatever, Heritage Foundation, Alex Bruesewitz are fighting. Hold on, let's see. Let's see how he found his way to Trump. So let's see. He's 30 years old, right? He was he co-founded 𝗙𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗠𝗔. He was an organizer of Stop the Steal, right? And he founded some company called 𝗙𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗔, all right? Which is, let's see if we can find here. He worked for Marjorie Taylor Greene for a while. Okay, he's some dude who's been passed along, and he's from Wisconsin. Of course he is. From fucking Ripon, Wisconsin. Jesus, dude. These guys are such idiots, bro. Dude, everybody bad comes from Wisconsin. So let's see what 𝗙𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗔s is. Of course, he names it 𝗙𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗔s. It's probably some AI manipulation company. Right? Or is it a content? Is it content creation? So it is, we get you the attention you deserve, the messaging you need, the results you want. So it is some type of messaging. It says organic growth and authentic messaging. So it is propaganda. It is like a propaganda fucking, right? Message development, crisis communications. So they're basically content creators. That's what it is. Political propaganda. And this is why this is why they're working with Trump. Bot farms, exactly. Right? All right. So that's what it is. Okay? And so now he, after Stop the Steal, now he actually works for Trump. Okay? He coordinated with Meta. Okay, and he was its new media director, but he's remained at his own company. But he is like some sort of Trump assistant that no doubt is getting probably millions of taxpayer dollars. I bet. I wouldn't be surprised, guys. Okay, if he's getting fucking a bunch of taxpayer money for his shit. But so that's the Bruesewitz Ted Cruz war. Now, there's another one going on, though, guys, between Stephen Cheung and Mike Pompeo, okay? Dude, yeah, let's check in on her. What's up? Dude, it's my favorite newscaster right there. All right. So Pompeo's freaking out about this, about the Iran deal, too. He says, I am deeply concerned. Okay, where are we here? Jesus. I guess we could just go to Stephen Cheung. Dude, look at this guy, bro. Jeez Louise. Jesus. Dude, oh, Ripon? Yeah, dude, Ripon is fucking, all of those kinds of areas in Wisconsin are gnarly. They are. Okay, so here it is. So Pompeo said the deal being floated with Iran seems straight out of the Wendy Sherman, Robert Malley, Ben Rhodes playbook. Pay the IRGC to build a WMD program and terrorize the world, not remotely America first. It's straightforward. Open the damn strait, deny Iran access to money, take out enough Iranian capability so it cannot threaten our allies in the region. Overdue, let's go. And Cheung said Mike Pompeo has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. He should shut his stupid mouth and leave the real work to the professionals. He's not read into anything that's happening, so how would he know? But now, guys, all we know is what's been sort of floated on this. And yeah, good catch there too. We don't have any allies left. But I saw Patrick Bet-David posted something. Now, again, I don't know if any of this is accurate, okay? Because we don't know if Patrick Bet-David has real information, but he posted this crazy thing, okay? This ginormous tweet about the Iran deal, okay? And he's like collected all the rumors, all right? But look at this one, okay? It says the U.S. would begin a phased unfreezing of Iran's $6 to $30 billion in cash. Okay. Now, remember, guys, that this is what started off this thing was Barack Obama unfroze some of Iran's money, and then he negotiated a deal that included inspections and no nuclear weapons. We had the deal. Okay. We had the deal, and it was, so if this were accurate and the U.S. were unfreezing money to Iran, that would like self-destruct MAGA. Like there's no, I mean, when you look at this, if any of this is accurate, it's basically not that far different than the Obama deal, except now they're going to be sort of Nazis with the Strait of Hormuz. So Trump spent billions of dollars and upset the entire world economy for like nothing. Okay, basically for nothing, right? It is. It's like the Obama deal, but with less empowerment of the United States. Okay, and there's potentially the unfreezing of cash. We've already heard the Strait of Hormuz is still going to be in IRGC control. Okay, so that's not going to be beneficial, but the U.S. potentially going to relieve some sanctions. And then there's other shit down here that says, the war would end in Lebanon and yada, yada, yada. But like, I don't know, man. I don't anticipate like Bibi and Israel deciding to end a war so Trump can look good. I'm just not sure that that's going to happen, guys. Right? I mean, dude, like $100 billion have been spent on this war and the global economy has been upended. Oh, dude, that's a good Elvis joke. But yeah, again, a lot of this shit is just rumors and speculation. But I saw these things in particular. I thought of the money and the war in Lebanon. And those, like here's what we know. You ready? I can tell you what we absolutely know is that number one, the regime that is in power in Iran now is basically the same regime as it ever was, except they're even more militantly anti-USA. Okay? Right? Same regime, though. There has been no regime change. There has been no improvement for the Iranian people. That's number one. Number two, the Strait of Hormuz is never going to be as open as it was before this stupid war. Okay? Never. It is never going to be open like it was before. Like Iran is now going to use the Strait of Hormuz as their bargaining chip because they brought the whole fucking world to its knees. And Donald Trump is like ready to bark like a dog for them and jump through hoops for them 24/7. So that's number two. The Strait of Hormuz and its relationship with the world is forever changed. Okay? So because now they know that controlling the Strait of Hormuz is their ticket to all negotiations. That's number two. Number three, Trump basically gave them more money. Okay? They have like relieved sanctions, allowed Iran to sell oil. So this whole war, has been a financial windfall for Iran. And the fact that now they're potentially going to get all of their assets unfrozen and even more sanctions removed means Iran is basically like they are running Donald Trump through the shitter machine, dude. They are. They put Trump in the washing machine, dude, and they're just watching him spin around. So, you know, there's no win here. Okay, there's no win here for us. I don't see a win for America at all. And what's more, guys, I think on top of it is it is frayed all of the United States, you know, allied, like what little bit of goodwill we had with our own allies. Okay, because, you know, I keep seeing this. This is something I saw repeatedly, and it was in the PBD thing too, where he says here, look, he says NATO. He said NATO nations, they were pansies shivering about having to help the U.S., right? And he's saying NATO was exposed. They don't have America's back if shit were to hit the fan. But guys, this is bullshit, because NATO is not supposed to help the U.S. when the U.S. invades a country by lying about it. Like, NATO's supposed to help the U.S. if the U.S. gets attacked, guys. Not if Trump goes and attacks some country randomly, lying about a nuclear weapon in 2 weeks. NATO, right? I mean, what an asshole. Dude, I got in here too and I told him he was an asshole because this is some bullshit, dude. But I think though, guys, I think there is some truth to this, is the fact that I think Trump is going to try to spin this thing as more reason to get rid of NATO or to not intervene with Putin in Ukraine. Because, you know, Trump is trying to destroy NATO like he wants to destroy Europe. Okay, it's pretty obvious. But Jesus, bro, is it right? There is definitely a B in dumb, okay? And again, look at this though, guys, because Stephen Cheung tweeted, "Can't stop, won't stop." Do you see that? He tweeted this, okay? And then let's go back to that Nick Sortor statement here for a minute, will you? Because I think this is really interesting. Remember how Nick Sortor said, look at this. He made a statement here. He said, "Can't stop, won't stop," the White House said, as though Nick Sortor was talking to the White House, but he was literally just quoting a Stephen Cheung tweet. Like, you see the game these guys are playing? These group chat motherfuckers. Like, it is just all like subterfuge and scoundrelly. Yo! Can we get that asteroid, boss? Like double time, please. All right? And do me a favor. Put Melania Trump's face on it, okay? All right? Yeah. Put her and Epstein in the middle of a little, right? All right? All right, good. Fire it off. Aim it for DC. All right, thanks. Bye-bye. Dude, I have never wanted a comet to like crash into planet Earth. like I do right now, boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, dude, can we please just get a piece of space debris crashing into this shit? Okay? Dude, you like that? Dude, 1600 Penn Avenue. Oh my God, bro. Jesus. All right. So let's take a brief pivot. All right. I'm going to go to the bathroom. We're going to come back and we're going to look at the Hasan Code Pink subpoenas. And we got to look at Ashley St. Clair on Hasan's stream. It was pretty awkward, but I think it's worth looking at because she was making some pretty crazy allegations. And now she's like showing the text to Hasan. So I'm going to put a little music on here for a minute.
Some days it just feels like
I'll be back in 2 minutes, all right?
Never be enough. Most days it just feels like a struggle to catch up. And I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a wonderful mess. Time to walk away, trade my sunshine in for rain. Same old ways in a different place, but something's changing. I wanted answers and direction. What I got was second guessing, hesitation, no sensation, just more questions. Nothing to blame for being stuck inside this frame of mind. If I can find my way, who I am, what I want, where I'm going, where I was, it's not up to you. I wish there was something you could do, but you're not me, so you can be my answers, because you're all I've got. And you're all I want. Some days it just feels like this will never be enough. Most days it just feels like I struggle to catch up. But I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a wonderful mess. You're all I've got. You're all I want. You're all I've got. You're all I want.
Yo, sorry, had to take a Trump, boss. Take a Trump, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm in love. Gotta take a Trump. Let's go. Oh shit. Believe taking a Trump means you just shit your pants? No. No, if you Trump, you shit your pants. Taking a Trump is basically just dropping him and his family off at the old Flushing Center. At old Flushing, New Jersey. Right? That's what I did. I took him and his whole family. Right? Him and the entire Epstein class, and I took him to Flushing. Flushing, New York. Let's go. Oh, shit, boss. Dude, this timeline is so fucked up, bro. Dude, oh shit, bro. Shit is crazy. Like, what are we doing, boss? What are we doing? All right, you ready? Let's fucking shift gears here. Let's get away from all of these political weirdos. Let's say goodbye to this fucking conehead, dude. Jesus. What the fuck? This guy, this is Trump's fucking communications director, right? Lord have mercy. Dude, the coneheads have arrived on Capitol Hill. What are we doing, boss? All right, you ready? We are going to shift gears to Hasan's stream. We're going to take a couple looks at fucking Hasan real quick, okay? And first off, is Ashley St. Clair went on Hasan's stream. Now, guys, this was unique in the fact that Ashley St. Clair did not whatever. She wasn't on a Discord call with him. She was in the same room with him. Okay? Right? She actually went to, I don't know if that's his house or he went to her place or they're in a hotel or whatever. Right? But she went and they're in the same room together and she's got, right? She fucking gives him a hoodie and then she shows him the text. Okay. You're saying this is why Hasan was charged? Yeah. See, I'm not buying that this is why Hasan was charged because Jen Cole for a subpoena to happen with Hasan today, like they had to get going on that before this clip. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the subpoena thing that they pulled out now has probably been in the works for a little bit. You know, it's not like they saw a stream at 2:00 and at 4 p.m. they had a subpoena done. I feel like that subpoena has been something that in fact, guys, you ready? Nick 𝗙cie, remember how Nick 𝗙cie went to Cuba? Okay, I feel like they sent Nick 𝗙cie to Cuba to try and find information in order to write. I mean, Nick 𝗙cie going to Cuba right after Hasan was really weird. I think they may have sent him. So there's no charge yet, guys. There is just a subpoena, and we'll look at that in a minute. There's no charge. There's just a subpoena that says we want to see records of who you interacted with there. That's they're what it is, you know, and we'll look into it in a minute, okay? But I think Nick Shirley, you know, he's obviously the Trump camp is sending Nick Shirley around the country. So I wouldn't be surprised if they fucking sent him, you know, and to whatever, mine for information. Yeah, I think Hasan's going to be all right. I think they're just trying to like shake him down and trying to, you know, dude, it's so dumb, right? Right? It is so dumb. Yeah, they want to see if he violated the sanctions. Like basically Hasan going there and giving people food and Hasan going there and like, you know, helping out the people of Cuba. There are sanctions and you're not allowed to like help anybody there. The U.S. has basically been starving Cuba. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But Nick Shirley is a paid like fucking Trump goon, you know. But anyway, let's watch this clip about the Elon texts.
He sent me texts, which you can look at if you want. Mm-hmm. You want to read the text?
Sure. Why not?
Here. I'm not making this space laser shit up. And everyone's like, oh my God, she sounds so crazy. I'm like, well, this is what he said. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Dude, now the first thing I notice about this is Hasan seems very skeptical, right? I mean, look at him. He's just sort of like, oh, okay, I guess I'll read the text. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's something about the energy of this is like weird. The energy is weird. You know what I mean? He does look wildly uncomfortable. Okay? He looks very uncomfortable. I don't know, but there is something about the energy here that is weird. Okay? The energy is very awkward, very strange. I'm going to back it up again. We'll just watch the whole thing, you know? And yeah, I mean, I guess though she's a wild card, okay? Like this woman is a fucking wild card, okay? She's making crazy allegations. She is like, you know, she's batshit enough to like fuck Elon Musk and have his kid. So she's clearly crazy, okay? Like there, I feel like there's no real moral boundaries with her if she's gonna like have Elon Musk's baby and then launch herself in the center of this like tech bro nightmare. Okay, she's a crazy MAGA anti-trans weirdo who put herself in the center of the tech bro nightmare, and now all of a sudden she's like, oh yeah, Elon fucking, you know, rigged the election. Dude, it is, I mean, I'd be wondering with her too, right? Like if you hook up with her, you're going to like sleep with one eye open. You know what I'm saying? Dude, Midnight's like, I can fix her. All right, here we go.
He sent me texts, which you can look at if you want.
Mm-hmm.
You want to read the text?
Sure.
Dude,
Why not?
She's crazy.
Here. I'm not making this space laser shit up. And everyone's like, oh my God, she sounds so crazy. I'm like, well, this is what he said.
She is crazy.
I don't know what to tell you guys. On iMessage of all places.
Well, I don't think, you know, Apple is going to, I mean,
okay, but don't read my pick me stuff.
Okay, it's fairly.
Because I was being pick me. Okay, wait. This was October 5th, 2024.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah, you tell me.
Wait, why does he actually talks like this?
Yes, he actually talks like this. And I wasn't being hyperbolic when I said
Can I read this one?
Yes, you can read the whole thing.
Okay.
You can read anything except my pick-me-isms.
Okay, I'm feeling more optimistic after tonight. And tomorrow we unleash the anomaly in the Matrix. And then this is not something on the chessboard, so they will be quite surprised. In air quotes, lasers from space.
Dude.
What? And you made a joke. And
it was a Marjorie Taylor Greene joke.
yeah, you made a Jewish space laser joke.
Is it finally a focus on the Jewish vote?
And he laughed at it. And then I have over 10,000 lasers in space right
so
now.
he doubles down and says and quantifies his number of space lasers.
Dude.
I'm reading your pick me text messages back.
But I was like, I don't want to be deposed.
Oh God, you literally sound like
Just
him.
stop.
You
Just
sound.
stop.
You
Just
changed
stop.
the way you talk.
I
sound
was so
exactly
pick me.
like
I was
him.
so pick me.
You're using the terminology.
It was so bad. Don't even.
That's crazy.
Don't. I was so pick me. It's like it makes me want to throw up and die.
Simulation.
Stop.
Badass sci-fi drama.
Stop it. But I said I don't want to be deposed. And what does he say? I was like, I would ask more, but I don't want to be deposed.
You should ask.
Okay,
more.
no. You stop.
Oh, what the fuck? You guys send memes to each other? You're so lame.
Dude, appreciate you. Let's go, 𝗙cie. Dude, see, here's the thing, dude. Well, her and Elon, absolutely. I mean, she had his baby. Oh, you're saying did Ashley and Hasan sleep together? Who knows? I mean, let me just tell you, I don't know what the political world is like, but with the rock and roll world, like, we all slept with each other. So anything's possible, okay? She's probably looking for it, but...
Oh my God, I can't believe he literally, like, this is...
That's enough.
That is the most... Wait, he's Gen X, right?
I don't know.
That's the most millennial ass, like, text message. Aren't you Gen Z?
Yeah.
That's nasty. That was way worse than...
Dude, she's not Gen Z. How old is Ashley St. Clair, dude? She's got to be, like, millennial, right? How old is she? She's 26. Dude, there's no way, dude. She is 26? I thought she was so much older than that. She is Gen Z. What the fuck, dude? There is no way. I thought she was like 33. She seems so much older. She seems like way fucking beat, dude. Jesus. I mean, I suppose you gotta be beat if you are like banging Elon. I mean, that is like, yo, Ashley, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Dude, how are you Gen Z? You look like you're pushing 40, dude. Why are you sleeping with Elon? You are so gross. Dude, what the fuck? So did you and Hasan, like what's going on, dude? You gonna come on the show? You gonna come on the Political Punk? All right, we gonna crack this shit open or what? Come on. All right, bye-bye. Dude, Kermit. Dude, she doesn't look 40. Dude, she looks like 35 to me. I thought she was like 33, guys. I did. I thought she was about 33. Like 26 is like way fucking younger.
Trying to talk like him in your text messages. That is like sending like epic memes. Wow. Wow.
I want to die.
All right. So then she gives him a sweatshirt.
This is a hoodie.
You got me a hoodie.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put this down.
She's
here.
buying him gifts.
Oh God, what's gonna be in this hoodie? This is gonna be. Let's see.
You ready? Are you ready, chat?
Oh God. Oh no. I'm not even gonna see it first. Chat's gonna see it before I do.
I'm not the stepdad. I'm the dad that stepped up. Dude, she's like, you know what's so weird though? Is doesn't she seems kind of dumb, right? You know what I mean? Like, doesn't she seem kind of like, she seems kind of dumb. She's pretty fucking cringe, bro. Like, and I think she's maybe rubbing it in with Elon because she's getting sued. But she seems like she's just trying to get some. Like she's like giggling. She's all like giggling and like E.T. Right? I mean, I guess 26, fair. Okay. Maybe that's it. Maybe she's just 26, right? I forget that she's pretty fucking young, right? I mean, she's definitely looks like she's trying to get some, right? And if she'll sleep with Elon, she'll sleep with anybody, okay? She will. If she'll sleep with Elon, she'll sleep with anybody, boss. All right? She will. She'll fucking...
I've been sent by Benjamin Netanyahu to get his Twitter account banned.
This is... Oh my God.
All right. But you ready? Okay, you ready? Oh, look at this, dude. She was tweeting about Hasan back in 2023, right? But so she is fucking...
Elon bought Twitter.
Uh-huh.
And Seth did an interview with him. Elon followed me, slid into my DMs.
And you were like, this is...
I was like, fuck yeah. I was 23. I was like, ooh, I've been chosen. Because at that time, you probably remember...
it's probably an upgrade from 𝗙cie𝗶𝗃𝗄. So...
Okay, exactly. My ex was putting mud on his truck on purpose to like,
yeah.
Cool. So, and you remember at that time, everyone was paying so much attention to who Elon was following, like when he first took over Twitter.
Dude,
so like when he...
See, you know what it is? Guys, can I just tell you? So remember the other night, we were talking about Hollywood, and I was telling you a story about Billy Wirth, and like after he made that Lost Boys movie, and he started like smoking crack, and he was hanging out with my friend Rust, and I was talking about the starfucker people, okay, that used to like try and get in the orbit of, you know, Billy Wirth because they knew he was friends with Kiefer, and they were trying to get close to Kiefer. And so then this whole circle of people like formed around Billy Wirth. And like, dude, that's literally what she's doing. She's like a right-wing starfucker. It is kind of what she's sort of making herself out here with. You know, she was hanging out with DC Drano. Then she like Elon slides into her DMs and she's like, oh, if I start interacting with Elon, now I'm going to get some extra fame. Elon starts retweeting her shit. I mean, dude, I guess she is just like super young, right? But she's also like starfucker young, right?
Followed me, I was getting congratulation texts from like right-wing Twitter. So
yeah, see, starfuckers are a little different though than groupies, okay? Because the difference is this. So groupies just show up to have sex, okay? But groupies are not like trying to get in the cover of the magazine. Like a groupie is somebody who stays behind the scenes and they're just hookups. They're like party partners. The starfuckers are different because they're trying to like date them or trying to become their friends or trying to get into business with them. Like the starfuckers are trying to become famous through association with famous people. And groupies are more like, I'm your behind the scenes person that is your close confidant, right? Groupies are more about having an actual like personal relationship with the star, like outside of the limelight. And I think the starfuckers are trying to use the famous person to like get famous and get in that like fame circle. So it's a little different. In my eyes, I feel like the groupies are like genuine and the starfucker people just are, they're not. They're like, you know, they're like super like self-absorbed and shit, you know? But
so like I was within this cult and I'm like,
I genuinely,
our
I don't
savior,
understand
our new cult leader has followed me. I've been picked.
I'm
It was
telling
like
you right
the
now,
ultimate pick
this
me
is
moment.
the...
So he slides into my DMs and he's like, are you ever in San Francisco or Austin? I'm like, I'm in Austin a lot, but I'm supposed to be in San Francisco whenever you get back to Seth about an interview date. Within like 30 seconds, Seth calls me. He's like, Elon just got back.
Oh
We're
my
going to San
God.
Francisco on Thursday.
He wanted to fuck you, so you leverage that to get a fucking interview for Babylon Bee?
I was a Babylon Bee employee first. Okay?
Jesus.
I was a Babylon Bee employee first. So I was like, let me do a solid for Seth here.
That's crazy.
And yeah, so then we were on the plane there like 48 hours later. And then he's like, he texts me after the interview. He's like, feel like going to Providence tonight? And
He took you to Providence? Oh, God.
And we stayed at this like place that like doubled as a Masonic lodge. And
Wait, in LA?
No, in Providence.
Oh, Providence. Oh, I thought when you
he
said
was
Providence, I thought you were talking the Michelin star sushi restaurant in Los Angeles.
No.
Oh, that's why I was like, he took you to you meant Rhode Island.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, why,
so he's
why
like wheels
fucking
up at midnight. So I'm like, guys, I gotta go. So I'm skedaddling. I bring my
Oh,
little suitcase to the
okay.
private airport. And then I'm on his jet. I'm like, this is nicer than commercial, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did his little silverware tricks.
Now, guys, can I just tell you, like somebody mentioned about family values, you got to remember, guys, that like these are the people, though, simultaneously, okay, she and Elon, they are part of this right wing that talks about family values, that talks about morality and you know, lifestyles. And right, these are the people who talk about LGBTQ people being groomers and dangerous and all that. And literally he's trying to fuck every girl in her 20s on Twitter and flying them around the country and shit. And he's giving interviews to media outlets basically in exchange for sex and shit. And these are the people that are writing anti-trans books. She wrote an anti-trans book, right? And about, transgender indoctrination. But then she's like using her fucking woo-woo to get an interview for the Babylon Bee. And then immediately following the interview, she's off to, you know, Providence, Rhode Island on his private jet, right? So these guys are so dirty, you know? And again, I don't care. You want to fuck some rich guy or whatever, have his baby. Nobody cares. But when you are part of the party that is proselytizing about family values and ethics and all of this bullshit while you are living like a degenerate fucking whatever rock and roll type person, that is disingenuous. That's no integrity. And like, you know, having interviews, like, you know, masquerading as the press and then fucking the people you're interviewing for your paper, that is like, there is so much like professionally and morally objectionable about that. Because what kind of press coverage you think you're going to give the dude you're fucking? Or right? You know what I mean? I mean, Olivia Nuzzi was doing this shit with fucking RFK Jr. Right? Olivia Nuzzi was following RFK Jr. and she was like sexting him and shit while she was like writing these fucking puff pieces. And yeah, they're trying to say that like this is what we're doing, but it's not. It's what they're doing. They have no scruples, guys. They have no morals whatsoever. They are like total fucking degenerates, and yet they make a living implying that we're degenerates and that we're like so unhinged. And it's just not. It's them, you know?
Look, I've talked to Vivian about this as well, like this this transformation that took place, and she was telling me that like, no, he was always kind of like that, but he was just like hiding it.
I think so, and I think he hides it from people like in his personal life too, like just how like.
I don't even know how you can hide it at this point. I mean, it's
no, now he's just like
pretty
fuck
public.
It. Now he's just like fuck it, but yeah.
There's a desperation and not dissimilar to Trump actually. There's this like constant need for admiration that he has. And he wants people that despise him to like him a lot.
See, that's just it, guys. Like, I have no doubt that Elon is a bullshit artist and all this, but I think Ashley's a liar too, guys. Okay? Like when she says XYZ about Elon, you know that she's embellishing. You know that she is lying too. Okay? You just know she is. I mean, she wrote an anti-trans book, and 2 years later, she's not anti-trans anymore. She could be anti-trans next year if the climate fits, right? Now, of course, obviously the text she got from Elon is real, but the thing about it is she's just as manipulative as Elon is, okay? Like, she's not like some innocent 23-year-old that got duped. Like, she knows, okay? She knows. I mean, he was never going to marry this woman. He was just gonna have sex with her and get a bunch of favorable press in the process, right? Like, oh, you got this 23-year-old that's on your private plane and you're gonna get a little bit of sex, and the Babylon Bee is gonna rave about you. And she's gonna become your biggest cheerleader online and help Trump win an election. Okay. And in the meantime, you're banging some 20-some-year-old person, you know?
Which I guess in a weird way.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think he really hates and like wants to smite all of his enemies.
Okay, well that's not great for me, I think, because I don't think he likes me too much.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's not gonna like you now.
He fucking tweets about me all the time, which at first it was
Same.
At first, well, for you, it makes sense. You guys, you guys had sex, so. Did you not? Wait, is that not? Wait, I jokingly said he mailed his cum in a napkin.
Don't say that. That is so gross.
But like, what?
Hasan.
Okay, well.
Where's the spray bottle?
Okay, I apologize.
Is your mother watching this?
Yeah, dude, she just seems really fake. Dude, that's the thing about this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she seems really fake. Like, she seems like she's playing up to try and, like, rope in Hasan too, but she just does not seem genuine. You know, she seems pretty fake.
No, she would be horrified with the things that I say.
I'm gonna call your mom.
No, she'd be horrified with the things I say on this broadcast.
Completely inappropriate.
Turkey baster?
Okay, so
no, I didn't get a napkin, Hasan.
So he didn't mail.
Don't.
He didn't mail it.
No,
okay.
There was no mailing, Hasan.
Okay, so.
That's really gross.
Anyway, the point I was making, perhaps a little bit in a crude way, was that you guys were intimate with one another. I don't fucking know this guy at all. He should not know who a random Twitch streamer is. Why the fuck does he know who?
Like, Twitter's like breaking his brain, or like what was left
Well, mine
of it.
too. Which is why if he like ended up banning me after this interaction, it would probably be good for my mental health, honestly. Because it's so bad.
It's really bad. Like objectively, and I'm not just saying that because I hate that platform and everything on it, but it got a lot worse. I used to love Twitter.
Yeah, me too. I'm still a power user, unfortunately, which is part of the reason why I don't think he'll ban me. Because I am a noticeable percentage of the real human interactions that takes place on that fucking website. Not
How do you
botted
gauge
shit.
that?
Or
are you just like guessing?
I just assume, but also because like anytime I say some shit, it drives discourse for at least like a day and a half where people are just like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Fuck you. I want to kill you right now. So
Isn't it great how much people just want to kill you for having like political?
Yeah. I'm used to it, but.
All right. Yeah, dude, I'm over it. All right. All right, here, let's see Ashley St. Clair. Here's an old clip of her right after she gave birth in 2024.
And, you know, it's really incredible to have someone who typically was left-leaning. And a lot of the projects that he's been a big part of, you know, sustainable energy, the electric cars, all of this stuff is typically more left-leaning things. And because they didn't like Elon's politics, they really iced him out of a lot of things in this administration. They revoked a contract for Starlink because they said that Starlink wasn't capable of providing internet to rural areas. That is fundamentally insane because guess what? The first person they called when they needed help in rural North Carolina, that was Elon Musk. The first person they called, they had two choices. It was either Elon Musk or Putin when those astronauts were stuck in space.
She sure seems different about him back then, huh? When she gave birth?
They had to call Elon Musk. So I think Elon also sees that there's not really a path forward for a lot of this progress and technological progress. You know, if we do want to be a spacefaring civilization, we cannot have this regulatory state that has just expanded and will continue to expand endlessly under Kamala Harris. You know,
dude,
they're delaying the launches of SpaceX rockets because of
She's
the FAA.
like
So I
Elon's
think he
biggest
really
fan.
understands that in order for there to be progress for humanity, not just as America, but, you know, as a people,
dude, you see how she was Elon's biggest fan? Look at her with Tommy Warren. She's like, oh, Elon is our future. Everything about Elon is our future. Now she's trying to polish Hasan's knob, dude.
We have to destroy this regulatory state. So I think they made a big mistake icing Elon out of a lot of these things and choking out his companies with these regulations.
Dude, isn't that wild? Dude, she loved Elon, bro. She loved Elon. You know who she reminds me of, guys? I hate to say it, but she totally reminds me of Melonie Mac, okay? She reminds me of Melonie Mac. She's like younger than her, but I'm telling you, dude, look at her. She is like...
So what was supposed to be a maybe 1 month
Dude!
break turned into over a 6-month break?
She is like Melonie Mac incarnate. Okay, Melonie Mac is the 40-year-old version of Ashley St. Clair. This is going to be Melonie Mac, dude, or this is going to be Ashley St. Clair 15 years from now.
Like, we have a group chat. So I told them when it was all going on and stuff, and they were so happy for me and congratulated me.
I told
and
them.
sent the pictures and all that. But on the actual show, it's just like, I don't know. And I maybe you guys can relate. Like, just think of when something like that would happen in your life. Like, and you're at work. It's like you want all the attention just to be on you and your personal life.
Except Melonie Mac is like not hanging out with Elon. She's hanging out with the quartering. Dude, she's hanging out with the quartering who now is getting canceled. Dude, she's the one who says the F slur all the time. That's what she does. Every week on Twitter, she goes viral for saying the F slur, and she's like a zany Christian. But dude, that's Ashley St. Clair is like Melonie Mac part 2, bro. What are we doing, dude? These people are like, no, man, no. Melonless Mac, dude, she is nuts. She got divorced and like lost her shit. But Melonie Mac is like 40, okay? She's like 39. This is why I thought Ashley St. Clair was also 40. Because I thought Ashley, like to me, Ashley St. Clair and Melonie Mac are basically the same person, except like different social groups. Okay, she's hanging out with the quartering and these right-wing losers, and you know, Ashley St. Clair is hanging out with right-wing losers that are extraordinarily wealthy. But they're sort of the same fucking person, really. You know, Melonie Mac is like, I think she's 39. She's 39, yeah. Dude, she's gonna be 40 in November. Dude, Melonie Mac is. Right? And I mean, dude, she is like, the soft filter is working overtime, boss. Melonie is way more crazy. She is. I mean, Melonie used to be normal, though. She was like the GameStop girl. She was pretty normal. She was. I mean, if you go back to her, right, she was quirky, but if we go back to her when she was a GameStop person, okay, she was the GameStop person, right? This was her 6 years ago, okay?
The Origami King.
Right?
Nintendo.
I mean, she was just a normal fucking whatever.
We know.
You know what I'm saying? She was just a normal, like, gamer girl that worked for GameStop. And she was like a, you know, whatever. She presented the news for GameStop. And she was married and whatever. And then she, like, got divorced and just went off the deep end and became like this super right-wing fucking crazy person. Okay? All right, this was her in 2019. All right? Okay?
So, more about me. I love hosting on GameStop.
Right?
What's up, everybody? It's me, Melonie Mac. I am back for more GameStop TV goodness. So, more about me. I love hosting on GameStop TV,
Right.
and I'm so happy to be back. And also, most people who know me know I am absolutely obsessed with all things Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Lara Croft is my hero, and she has been ever since I've been a little kid, so I love her so much.
Dude, she was totally normal and fucking, dare I say, like, charming and just a quirky whatever, like gamer adjacent personality. You know what I'm saying?
And other than that, I watched some anime. I really like Death Note. That one is my all-time favorite. And then I love to draw.
Totally normal human being. And then she's like, you know.
I don't know. It's like, okay, on my streams, on my videos, on my...
She's like, you know what I'm saying? They added more gay letters. Like, all her videos now, gay is a choice, right? Content creators are snakes, right? You know what I'm saying? Dude, reacting to woke churches. She's like reading the Bible. Like, look at this shit, dude.
So today I'm about to react to some gay churches. I haven't seen this stuff. I just saw it on my timeline. People are living in perversion and perverted lifestyles. People who... Not to mention all the guys doing that, these drag shows. These are people who are living in perversion and perverted lifestyles. People who...
Living in perversion, dude. Dude. What the fuck, bro? Same girl, guys. Okay? Same girl. Isn't that wild? That's like 6 years. Okay? 6 years later, she is like perversion, whatever, you know, make that money. But I mean, she's not even making that much money, dude. Her channel is kind of dying. And then she started a Bible reading channel too. Okay? She has a Bible reading channel as well, where she just reads the Bible. Dude, it is fucking wild, dude. Trying to cultivate a new fan base, I guess. Isn't that crazy though, to go from this to that, guys?
So right now,
you know what I'm saying?
Doing mainstream stuff.
To like, gay is a choice. She turns the contents off too, right? She turns the comments off. But look at her, dude. From like a normal girl let next door to like gutter biblical. Dude, gutter fucking... And you know what it is, guys? It's literally, guys, that this MAGA shit, it rots your brain, okay? I have watched people do this. I've watched them in like IRL turn into like rabid anti-trans freaks. I watched a girl that used to be in my acting class. She went from like being married and being normal. She was like an Instagram lifestyle influencer with like 200,000 followers. And guys, she became a Jesus freak, anti-vaxxer, and she lost her goddamn mind, bro. She started like before you knew it, everywhere she went, she was like quoting Bible verses and trying to convert you and like became this crazy MAGA person. But she was a fucking lifestyle influencer who used to like take acting class and was like totally like one of the crowd, a total leftist. And she literally just fucking like lost her goddamn mind, bro. The anti-vax shit, like this MAGA shit. I swear to you, this is how that guy ends up becoming like Jesus, thinks he's Jesus and is like shooting up Washington, D.C. They're losing their shit. And her, no, she did not get remarried. She is now like single and fucking a weirdo. Or like, did she get remarried?
So a bunch of woke Karens, most of them being internet prostitutes, are playing moral police and trying to cancel my husband for marrying me because apparently since I'm a Trump supporter.
Oh, did she get remarried? I didn't even know that. I did not know that. Oh my God, she got married, dude. But yeah, here's her Bible channel, dude.
So a bunch of woke Karens.
A bunch of woke Karens. Dude, there's no way, dude. She did get married. I don't know how that happened, but look at this. Bible time with Melonie. Dude, what are we doing, bro?
If you're going through a hard time right now, let me read these Bible verses to you.
Dude! Just no way, bro. If you're going through a hard time right now, dude, who would fucking marry this chick, bro? Like who? Who would marry this woman? You have to be insane. See, I'm a little out of the loop, guys, okay? Because she blocked me. So I never see her shit anymore. Okay, because we got into it and I told her off about her like F slurs. So she fucking blocked me. Okay. But yeah, dude, she's 40, bro. She is 40. She looks beat though. She is beat. Now she's Bibling. Holy shit, she's Bibling, dude. Look at her, dude. 40-year-old. The combat boots. Oh my God, dude. Wow. I bet the MAGA guys are like into this, dude, because she's dressing like a kid, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I mean, I don't think she's like ugly, you know what I mean? But she dresses like a 10-year-old kid. And so all of the MAGA dudes like that, right? They like people who look like they're 12. I mean, that's ultimately, they're all Epsteiners. That's wild, dude. All right. But there you go, boss. Dude. She seems pretty woke to me. But yeah, man, that's who I've always looked at Ashley St. Clair. Like, to me, Ashley St. Clair and Melonie Mac they're the same people, dude. They're the same people, boss. But yeah, I guess my thing is this. You ready? Let's watch this one. Okay? I want to see what she says about like turning liberal again or whatever. But I will say this, guys. I still don't trust Ashley St. Clair. Bible Eyes with Melonie Mac. Let's go, Mac and Cat. Let's go. Dude, I don't trust her. Okay? That's my thing, guys. I just don't trust Ashley St. Clair at all. Okay, when she says like $40 million NDA, I just don't believe it. I mean, I will use her to sort of like whatever, detonate MAGA and shit, but I don't trust her as far as I can throw her because she's a grifter too. Anybody who's gonna hang out in Elon's world with that shit is a grifter. Okay, and you saw her on that Tommy Lauren clip, but let's hear her tell Hasan about why she switched.
Cumulatively, I saw so many things that I was uncomfortable with, but because like the infrastructure of a cult is that everything in your life is around it, like your finances, your social community, everything. So changing your political beliefs is blowing up your entire life. It wasn't just like, oh, I believe something different. I'm punching like the most powerful people in the world in the face. But when I was offered the NDA and $40 million, I had to sit there and say, what do I believe? Like, is this, do I want to trade being materially comfortable for like doing what's right?
See, here's why I don't trust her, because, okay, follow my train of thought here, because this is a common manipulator tactic. Look at what she's doing, guys. She still has a $15,000 a month apartment paid for by Elon Musk in New York City. She doesn't have any verifiable income. But what she's doing is she's saying, oh my God, I had a chance to be rich, but I had to take stock of like, which side do I want to be on? No, I'd rather be honest than be materially taken care of. So she is like presenting it like I said no to $40 million to like blow the whistle on Elon and them. But like, dude, that is such a classic manipulator technique. Every manipulator who is trying to get you to trust them sets up this honorable, noble thing. Oh, you have so much integrity. You turned down $40 million to come around to the right sort of like moral things. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. That feels like a con. Okay, I don't believe that. You know, I don't believe that as far as I could throw that.
And so that was a choice that I had to make, like, then. But if I hadn't had the experiences cumulatively of like seeing the things that I did, I don't know that I would have come to the decision. But it's really hard to leave a situation like that, and I feel so much regret for being a part of that rhetoric. And like,
dude, I feel like Hasan doesn't believe her either, dude. He's being awfully quiet over there. He's like, dude, she is conning.
I read some of the old things and I'm like, I feel like it's not, I feel so dissociated from it because I feel like it was just so nasty and I contributed to so much harm, but I'm just happy to be out and to like consume real information and real books and like be around real people in my life again, instead of like just MAGA people. Like that was my whole life was MAGA for like since I was a teenager. And so then I'm out, and it was, I'd rather that over the private planes any day.
Okay. So. Ashley St. Clair, everybody, thank you so much for coming on.
Of course.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Dude, he was so quiet. I think Hasan is thinking the same thing I'm thinking. That dude, like, all right, I don't really trust this chick. I don't, you know what I mean? I mean, dude, Hasan is not stupid, okay? Let me just put it to you that way, okay? Hasan is not fucking stupid. He knows, you know what I'm saying? He fucking, I don't know, dude. I mean, it's a touching story, and I'm glad she's out, and we'll see what she does in the future. But again, I don't trust her, boss. I trust her as much as I trust MTG, Candace Owens, and all the other swags, dude.
Of course.
This was great.
Enjoy the pastries. They're actually really good.
I hope I wasn't too ruthless to you, with the exception of that one comment. You cooked yourself with the memes.
You weren't supposed to scroll. I mean, so invasive.
Yeah, I know.
Do gaming. I game. I do game a little.
Yeah, I don't. They always yell at me for it. I used to, but I don't have time anymore.
We'll do Fortnite Friday with Connor.
Hell yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So, yeah, dude, she's now 40 plus. I thought she was 40 plus, though. All right, dude, I'm going to go make some videos, boss. Dude, we covered a lot of ground tonight. We talked about the shooter. We fucking, let's see what else we got. Don Jr.'s marrying an Epstein. We did not get to the DNC autopsy, but that is, we're going to be ruminating on that for a while, right? Yeah, again, it's really weird, guys, about the, like, MAGA. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess the thing that is so, it's so untrustworthy. Like, all of these people are so untrustworthy, right? That I just don't necessarily, I don't know which of them to believe, right? Because, yeah, she's like Michael Cohen, right? I mean, she's, you know, people will have her on because she's going to have access. Oh, I flipped, I did that, I'm out. But you know that when she needs that money, right? When she needs millions of dollars and she's stuck and in a bind, who's she going to go to? She's going to go to the people with the millions, and she's going to, like, eke her way back in there and get that teat. Like, get that fresh teat to fucking, you know, chomp on. All right? So, yeah, we'll see. All right? Dude, we'll see. I'm going to work on the counter, guys. But we got the dance party anyway. I'm going to work on the counter. I do love you guys. I'm glad you guys are here. We're going to, I mean, I'll be honest, guys. Even with her fake or real or whatever, I do like this gossipy shit. I do. I'm into the gossipy shit. Okay, the fucking scenester drama. Dude, I was a scenester. I'm not a scenester anymore because I'm too old to be a scenester. But, like, bro, when I was in my mid-20s, dude, I was a fucking scenester. Okay, I was a rock and roll scenester that was, like, all over Hollywood. And that was like, I fucking live that life, boss. I like the drama. All right, I do. Dude, I do, man. Dude, let's go, Mr. Shiz. All right? I was a scenester, boss. You know, a big time. It's true. Okay? It's true. Dude, I'm streaming tomorrow, guys. We're going to be regular stream tomorrow. And then we will fucking, we'll figure out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I will probably stream a little bit from the beach. Okay, so get ready. Get ready. We're going to have dance parties on the beach. All right? Let's fucking go, dude. We're going to keep our dance party streak going. Jesus. What are we doing, boss? What fucking timeline are we on, guys? You know what I'm saying? What timeline are we on, dude? Yeah. I mean, you know, I think what 𝗙cie_𝗏𝗏 says, all the pod bros that have turned on Trump, dude, they'll all turn right back for Trump in an instant, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Trump needs them and if the money's right, they will turn back. Dude, let's go. Sinful. Let's go. All right. I'm going to go make videos. Oh, wait. All right, let's look one more thing before we go. I do want to look at the Hasan subpoena, okay? Let's just talk about this for a minute, okay? Because this is important, I think, before we go. Okay, so here's what we got. We got federal officials have served subpoenas to Hasan Piker and the Code Pink founder, Susan Benjamin, as part of a wider investigation into whether U.S. organizations and leaders violated U.S. laws and sanctions in supporting Cuba's communist regime. Okay? So in a nutshell, guys, what it is, okay, is here, let's watch a video about it. Do we have a video or is it just that article? Really, I guess we just have... Oh, I guess we go to the Fox News article. Hold on. Let me go to the article because Fox News fucking fuck shit up, bro. All right, here we go. So here's what we got. it says Fed subpoena Hasan Piker and Medea Benjamin over Cuba trips. Okay. And it is a part of a broader dragnet involving as many as 40 American citizens. So again, this is not just Hasan. Okay. It's not just Hasan. They're basically going after every leftist they can. Dude, intuition gen, let's go. All right. But here's what it says. It says federal officials have served subpoenas to, they call him Marxist political influencer Hasan Piker and Code Pink co-founder Susan Medea Benjamin as part of a wider investigation into whether U.S. organizations have violated sanctions laws. Okay, Piker and Benjamin are among those caught in a federal inquiry into whether activists who traveled to Cuba in March violated sanction laws through financing coordination of delivery of goods to Cuba, including potential contacts with Cuban government personnel or entities on the island. So the administrative subpoenas were sent to the pair by the Treasury Department. Okay, so what they are is they're RFI, they're called requests for information. So they're not even court subpoenas, okay? They're administrative subpoenas, okay? So this isn't even like, it's like the more I read this, the more you're realizing it's basically the Treasury Department is requesting information around their trips, okay? Seeking financial, logistical, and communications information. So they're getting shaken down, okay? Code Pink and Hasan and other people went to Cuba, and now the U.S. government, the Treasury Department is trying to shake them down and be like, who did you talk to? Did you take any goods there? Yada, 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 okay? It says the investigation is part of a broader effort by officials at Treasury, State, and Justice Departments to curb malign foreign influence operations inside the U.S., particularly activities tied to support for political violence, extremist movements, or acts the U.S. government classifies as terrorism. But let me just tell you, I'll tell you right now, guys, you know what this is? I feel like this is information seeking in order to give them an excuse to invade Cuba and then to somehow tie like leftists to like the Cuban regime. Okay? It is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like. They want to shake them down. Okay? They want to shake them down, and they want to have, more reasons to like invade and to somehow tie, like if they invade Cuba, they want to tie the left wing to the Cuban communists, the same way that they're trying to tie the Democratic election in 2020 to Maduro, right? They go and kidnap Maduro, and then 𝗙𝗪ce𝗶𝗽𝗀 is saying, oh yeah, Maduro was helping the Democrats, and now they forced 𝗙cie𝗶𝗪𝗀 out, but like there's a whole bunch of propaganda out there. Dude, it's all the Trump clown show, okay? And so that's what it is. It says that according to Fox News digital investigation, 𝗙cie𝗶𝗃 has pumped $278 million into nonprofit groups that have pushed pro-China, pro-Cuba, and anti-U.S. narratives and street protests for a decade. Okay, this is now they're talking about this 𝗙cie𝗶𝗃 guy who I guess is married. He married one of the fucking Code Pink, the Code Pink people. Dude, I love Code Pink. Okay. So they're investigating Code Pink because some guy who married her is like funds protests. But dude, they just dropped this guy. Like 𝗙cie𝗶𝗃 just got dropped in. Like who wrote this fucking article, dude? All of a sudden they just throw a brand new person in here without even mentioning him earlier in the article. Like, dude. Jesus. So she's the person married to the guy who's funding like protests and shit. Right? And the 𝗙cie𝗶𝗃 network right? In mid-March, organizations in the Singham network were leaders of Nuestra American Convoy, which was 650 delegates from 33 countries, okay? And it included DSA, right? And this was about people that I guess were helping Cuba and China, okay? Nuestro American Convoy. And the investigation by the Office of Foreign Assets Control is a dragnet, including as many as 40 American citizens who joined foreign nationals, including a controversial Brazil activist, 𝗤𝗙𝗽𝗓𝗍𝗪, who are part of a global network of anti-U.S. Marxists, communists, and socialists, okay? And they are an escalation by the Trump admin against a far-left nonprofit activist network. So, again, this is basically them trying to drum up, leftist terrorism. I mean, we are. Essentially, this is, it's like their same Antifa shit, You know what I mean? As reported, Fox Digital investigation identified 145 U.S. nonprofits and activist groups with $1 billion in collective revenues that Justice and Treasury are investigating as part of a wider influence campaign by Cuba's communist regime. But guys, this is what sort of Trump promised at the beginning when they said that they were going to investigate like every left-wing group. So they declared Antifa a terrorist organization. They've been trying to investigate Act Blue. They eliminated USAID because they were convinced that was part of like the Act Blue terrorist network. They're essentially trying to identify everybody that's helping Gaza, helping Cuba, interfacing with China, that is helping any leftist movement whatsoever, funding protest signs, you name it. They are basically trying to investigate and terrorize everybody from the left, okay? And so they're harassing them about, their trip to Cuba, okay? And, right, and so this Singham guy who is under investigation, his wife, Evans, is from Code Pink, and, Evans and Hasan were in Havana. So it's possible that Singham group would maybe funded that trip or something, and now they're investigating everybody. Yeah, they're going after everyone on the left, guys. Everybody on the left. I mean, guys, the only reason they're not coming after me is because I'm fucking tiny. You know what I'm saying? By 2028, they may very well be coming after me too, right? You know what I'm saying? You just, at this point, it's anybody's guess. Dude, they're going after Brian Tyler Cohen, okay? I don't know if you realize that, but like Brian Tyler Cohen, I'm pretty sure he got a subpoena too over Chorus. And the like somebody in the House wanting to like see his financials and know who's like donating money to Chorus. I mean, they're trying to shake down every leftist influencer of size. Okay? It's just going to happen. Right? And here it is. Okay, Piker said the Justice Department's indictment of Castro is a sham designed to create a pretext for pressure on the island. Okay, and now they're going after everybody that's interacting with them. And they're digging up Hasan's comments about 9/11. Blah, blah. They're tying him into Ilhan Omar, right? The look at this. The larger group under scrutiny includes 𝗙cie𝗶𝗍𝗪, the daughter of Ilhan Omar. Dude, isn't it crazy? Right? And investigators are examining whether Omar funded her daughter's trip to Cuba. They're right, because you know they're trying to get rid of Ilhan Omar too. Like Randy Fine and all these clowns are trying to, they all are gunning for Ilhan Omar. So yeah, dude, and there he is. There is Neville Roy Singham. Okay, this is the guy who is funding. Okay, he married the Code Pink founder, right, Jody Evans, and so they're like, it's all about him and that like $278 million whatever funding he's doing to help, various activism around the globe. So there's no criminal case, but right now these are administrative subpoenas. And again, I think they're just trying to bully everybody on the left. Okay? That's really what it is, guys. Okay? And here's this is the woman that they subpoenaed, right? You remember her? The Code Pink people, they were like, they did a protest of Trump inside that restaurant. I don't know if you remember a while ago, Trump went into a restaurant in DC and a bunch of Code Pink people were like shouting him down. Dude, she's amazing, dude. Fucking Benjamin, this woman right here, she's amazing. All of the Code Pink women are pretty incredible, right? So yeah, dude, I'm not too worried about that. It is, at this point, it's not a legal thing. It is an administrative subpoena, but they are definitely trying to shake him down. And again, like, eventually they're going to come for all of us, guys. Okay? They're going to come for all of us. Right? I'm telling you, dude, remember this shit. When you get energized for the elections this year, and remember this, when we take back the House, with pressuring everybody in the House to be fucking ruthless. Because let me just tell you, dude, they are going to come like for all of us, okay? I mean, it's going to be the leftist streamers and the Antifa activists and the trans and the gay and the black voters and the women. And I mean, at the end of the day, everybody who's not a MAGA Christian will be in a fucking work camp if they have their, if they have their druthers, as my mom used to say, right? So we need to be ready to put a boot in some ass, okay? And like, we're not fucking around, all right? You ready? Let's dance, though. Right now, we're gonna fucking dance, dude. I'm ready to tap out, dance, make some videos. Dude, I'm gonna get busted for some illegal booty shaking. You guys ready? Show us what you got. Oh, I'll show you what I got. Get it going. Let me stretch real quick here. Get some top chat going. There it is. There it is. Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah, baby. All right. He's a Maoist? All right. Let's go. Dude, I'm not like, I don't know, man. I'm not really into the fucking, whatever. I'm not a Maoist or a fucking Chinese communist. I do like what China has done with clean energy, right? But I'm worried about these fucking Looney Tunes Christians, right? I'm worried about some Looney Tunes MAGA fucking Christian thinking I'm a demon and trying to shoot out my windows or some shit because they think I'm a demon that needs to be vanquished because of, all these fucking Trump weirdos, bro. That's what I'm worried about, dude. Dude, Angel, let's go. Dude, let's go, baby. Oh! Angel, rocking the Benjamins. Let's go, boss. Thank you. Let's show Angel some love from Australia, mate. Let's go, Lil Paula. Hey! Sakatara. Are you ready? Let's go. Dude, I'm gonna cut a rug, baby. Here we go, little deja vu. Let's get it. Oh. Whoa!